Hey everybody, welcome to the Ultimate Custom Night Props and Lighting session. So this is going to be a little bit different from your typical session, which is typically just, smash that subscribe button and then poof. Because to make a long story short, all night I've been hours upon hours upon hours I've been trying to upload this with all the models and stuff, but either maybe the file size was too large or something. No matter what I tried to do, every time I'd upload it, SFM would crash and it would not upload. So I theoretically made a way that should work, but it is a little different than how you would typically download a session. But the end result will most likely be this. So that's good. You get your lighting, you get your props, you get everything you wanted out of the Ultimate Custom Night map. It kind of stinks that it has to be this way, but literally the SFM thing did not want to correspond with me, but it's fine. It all works out in the end. Okay, so I'm going to make a step-by-step guide of, it's really not that crazy hard to follow, but here's a little bit of a step-by-step guide on how to properly get everything, and like I said, the end result will be this. Okay, step 1, click subscribe, because oddly there is something in here that requires you to actually click subscribe, so you do have to click it. I even had to download this. You got to make sure to subscribe to it, and when Source Filmmaker starts up and it says you want this item, you got to click yes. Next thing, the actual session, like the real one with all of the props and all of the lights, all of that is right here. So you click on that. It should load. Just give it a little bit. DMX files can't be, well, okay. So this would be UCN session.dmx, so that's the actual file. This is the real file, like I said, with all the lights, all the everything, all the pretty stuff. And you download that. Once you download that, it'll ask you to put it somewhere. It really doesn't matter where you put it. Personally, I would go for go to C here, local disk, program files, go to Steam apps, common, then find Source Filmmaker. There we go. Okay, so we're in here. Go to the game. It can either be user mod or workshop. I'd say go for workshop because it would feel a lot better, I guess, because technically you are getting it from the workshop. Then go to elements, sessions, and then put it in here. The file can go anywhere on your computer. It just here would be the easiest way to find it, and you know where it is, rather than putting it in pictures and then not knowing where it is. So I recommend putting it either in workshop element sessions or user mod element sessions. It really doesn't matter as long as you know where the DMX or the session is. Next up, what you're going to do is download all of these, every single one of them. I provided links and what they are. So I kept a clean way to figure out what these are. Just so you know what you're downloading. And so you can just click on them. It is going to be a little bit tedious, but you do have to click on every single one of these and hit subscribe. If you haven't already, you may already have some of these pre-subscribed, but if you don't, then subscribe to them, because you don't know. If you miss one of them, then I don't know, Candy Cadet could be a giant error message or missing textures, and you don't want that. That's not very good looking. So once all of those are downloaded, and once this is where you want it to be, to find it doesn't matter. And remember, this has to be subscribed to, because there is something in here that requires this to be subscribed to. Lastly, you got to start up SFM. I obviously won't show up, but there should be a little pop-up box that says, you know, download all items. If I'd recommend when you hit OK, quickly restart. Like when it hits OK, restart SFM after it says all new files downloaded or whatever. Restart it, start it back up, and then get it to something like this, and then you just have to go to File. Well, to open a session, if you don't know how to, File, Open, and then you find the one you're looking for, which would be, in this case, UCN session. So wherever like I said, you could just kind of look through here, through the root thing, but this is what I'm saying, it's a lot easier. For me, it's in user mod, but to go back, you can click this little arrow. You know, if you want to go to, let's say if I wanted to go to the workshop, if you put it in the workshop, you would click workshop and then elements. But for me, it's in user mod, elements, sessions, and it's UCN session, and then it should load, depending on how fast it loads. Okay, then you'll get this. This will look weird. This will look a little weird, but that's because it doesn't come with the map. The session doesn't actually come with the map. It's just it's actually literally the props and the lights. It's not the map. Because if it was the map, it would be a huge file size, like even larger than what it is right now. So all you have to do really to fix that is unload the map, load the map, and then get the new Ultimate Custom Night things, whether it be the normal version or the reflective version. It really, whichever floats your boat, it really doesn't matter. So you load one of them up, and boom, bada bang, everything's perfect. It's beautiful, and it's great, you know. I've also taken the liberty, and I know it doesn't show here, but there are props outside of the map as well. Not very many, but mostly this little prize corner. This one was a little rough to recreate, but I did recreate it luckily enough for people that are gonna have a rough time, especially with a little baby up there. So yeah, so as long as you follow along, then you should be a-okay. If you have any problems or issues, or you have something to, you know, if something's not working properly, please let me know. I'll be happy to try to fix it, and hopefully this should work. I'm like 90% sure it'll work, but who knows? It might blow up in my face and not work at all. All right. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Hope this helped, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.